One of the most popular fruits on the keto diet is the avocado. And it's popular because it's filled with fat, so it's gonna keep you full when you eat it. And it's also lower in carbs. I mean, sure, the total carbs are kind of higher, but it's filled with lots of fiber. So the net carbs, I think in one avocado, a medium-sized avocado, there's like 2.5 grams of net carbs. So it's the ideal keto food. Now, the way that most of us use avocado on the keto diet is either by making guacamole or just having a couple slices of this on the side of our meal. But there's actually a ton of different ways that you can have avocado on the keto diet. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Now, before we get started on the ways that I like to use avocado on the keto diet, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Just hit that button down below and hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. And I also wanted to go over how you can tell if an avocado is ripe. So we've all seen those funny memes about an avocado is ripe and perfect 1 minute, and then like a minute later it turns brown and ugly. And it's no joke, this is real. So when you're at the supermarket, the best way to find a ripe avocado is by 3 ways. The first way is the color. So you want an avocado to be like a dark green, almost blackish color. That usually says that it's ripe. If it's green, it's usually not ripe. And then a total color is usually overripe. Another way you can tell if the avocado is ripe is by giving it a good squeeze. So if you squish it together and it just kind of springs back a little bit, usually that's ripe. If it's too squishy, it's overripe. If it's rock hard, then it's underripe. And the last way is by peeling off the stem. So when you peel off the stem, if it's green avocado color, then it's and ready to pick. If you peel it off and it's brown underneath, that usually means it's overripe. So those 3 ways together will help you in selecting the perfect avocado. Now, the first way that I like to have an avocado on the keto diet is just slicing it in half and putting on my favorite topping. So I traditionally like to use salt. This is something I like to do for lunch, just sprinkle a little bit of salt on top, and that'll be my lunch for the day. Or you could use everything but the bagel seasoning that you can pick up at a lot of different grocery stores will have that seasoning, and it's delicious on top of an avocado. Another way to have avocado on the keto, make pudding out of it. So avocado, the flesh of an avocado is very, very thick. You can use it as like a thickener or a base for puddings a lot of the times. So I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate protein pudding. To make keto chocolate pudding, you're gonna need a blender or food processor and 2 avocados. So add 2 avocados to our blender. And next we're gonna add our chocolate flavoring and some protein powder. And the protein powder, it's a great way to sneak in extra protein, especially if you're making this for kids. And the protein powder I'm going to use today is this one. It's by Love Good Fats. I love this stuff. They have keto approved protein powder. They have a chocolate and vanilla one. They also make bars too. I love their salted caramel chewy bars. Those are really, really good. It's a great snack option or a meal when you're on time. They make also chocolate bars. Definitely check them out. I'll have their information linked down below for you guys. They sponsored this video, and I just thought what a better way to showcase their delicious protein than to add it to this chocolate pudding recipe. So you're going to need 1 scoop of their protein powder. If you didn't want to use their protein powder, you could substitute with cocoa powder. I'll have that listed down below for you guys. You'll need 1/3 cup of macadamia nut milk or heavy cream, or you could use the nut milk of your choice. It doesn't have to be macadamia nut milk. 2 teaspoons of vanilla and a pinch of cinnamon. We're gonna blend this together until it's smooth, add it to your bowl, and then 2 minutes. And then when you're done, it's delicious and ready to eat. You could top it with some whipped cream for an added extra treat. My kids love this stuff. It's super, super creamy thanks to the avocado, and packed with lots of protein thanks for the Love Good Fats. Another way that you could use avocado as a thickener is to add it to your smoothie. So a lot of times smoothies would traditionally have banana in it. It would serve as the sweetener and the thickener in a smoothie. And obviously we can't have bananas on the keto diet because they're full of carbs and sugar. So an avocado actually will replace that as a thickener. I have a recipe on my website. It's how to make a creamy raspberry avocado. It's delicious. It makes the perfect keto breakfast. I'll have it linked down below for you guys on where you can find the recipe. Also click up here because I show you how to make it in this video too. Another way to use avocado on the keto diet is to use it as a fat substitute. I like to use it in baking. So I'm going to show you how to make avocado chocolate brownies. To a food processor, we're going to add 1 avocado, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 2 eggs, 1/3 of your choice. I'm going to be using a monk fruit blend, but you could use straight urethra if you want to. 1/4 cup of butter, 1 spoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to blend this together in the food processor until it's smooth and creamy. Then we're going to add it to a parchment lined baking dish, and we're going to bake it in a 300 oven for around 35-45 minutes. You know your brownies are ready when they come. It's not jiggly at all when you go to a good shake. These brownies are super moist thanks to the avocado, and I designed this recipe to be sugar-free too. You could even make it dairy-free if you wanted to. Just substitute some ghee or some coconut oil for the butter. Another sweet way to enjoy an avocado is in a popsicle, and I have a recipe on my website for keto avocado popsicles. These popsicles are dairy-free, creamy, and just ever so slightly sweet. They're delicious. To make the popsicles, all you need is 2 avocados, 1/2 cup of macadamia nut milk, 2 to 3 tablespoons of erythritol or a monk fruit blend, plus 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Blend it together and then pour it into your popsicle molds, freeze them, and then you have popsicles. I know this sounds weird, but trust me, they're very, very good popsicles. Now I want to show you some more savory recipes that use avocado. First up is a condiment. So I want to show you how to make avocado mayo. Now I'm not going to actually use the flesh of the avocado in here, although a lot of people do that to make an avocado-based mayonnaise. I'm going to show you how to use avocado oil to make mayonnaise. The first thing you're going to need is a food processor. Now there's other ways that you can make mayonnaise besides using a food processor. You could actually do it by hand using a wire whisk, and I've done that before. It just takes up a little bit longer, but you're just going to be whisking up the egg yolks with some lemon juice and then slowly drizzling in your oil. Whatever method you use, the key is to slowly drizzle in the oil. Otherwise, if you add it in too quickly, your emulsion's going to break and you're left with separated fat with liquid, and it's a big liquidy mess. It's more of like, you could actually make an aioli like that too, but it's not mayonnaise. So the key is to ever so slowly add in your oil. So to our food processor, we have 2 egg yolks. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is actually just going to help stabilize that emulsion. 1.5 teaspoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of water. You want to start by mixing that together, and then now we're going to slowly drizzle in 2 cups of avocado oil. And as it mixes, it starts to thicken up, and just continue to slowly drizzling it in throughout the whole process to get that oil all mixed up into tiny little bubbles and into form an emulsion, however an emulsion is formed. I don't remember that from physics or chemistry class, but I know what happens. Once all of your avocado oil has been added, your mayonnaise is done. And you can store it in a mason jar or some sort of a container. It'll stay fresh in the refrigerator for about a week, maybe 2 weeks. It depends on how fresh your egg yolks were, but safely in the refrigerator for about a week or 2. And now I know I told you that we weren't going to be talking about guacamole, but I do want to talk about it because I'm going to use guacamole to make my next dish, which is a guacamole taco dip, and this is delicious. If you guys remember those 7-layer bean dips that used to be around, super popular around party times and potlucks, well, this is like a keto version of it, and it starts by layering down guacamole onto a dish. And then you can add the rest of your toppings, like red onions, green olives, you can do green onions, cheese, pico de gallo, sour cream, and on topping that, I'm pouring down some cooked taco meat, top with some shredded lettuce and some more, and it's delicious. Serve it with some pork rinds, maybe even some keto tortilla chips out, whatever you you want to use makes the perfect party dip. This is that 7-layer bean dip. Avocado on the keto diet, French fry. Now I have them on my website. I French fries and using avocados. So to start, you sip your avocado little dips, and I have 3 bowls here. The first bowl is going to have some almond flour with 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. The middle bowl is going to have some eggs mixed up with some water. And the third bowl is ground pork rinds mixed up with some garlic powder and cayenne pepper. And I'm gonna have the full recipe listed for you guys down below, so you don't have to worry about jotting all this stuff down. But basically, we're gonna take our sliced avocado, dip it in the almond flour layer first, then the egg wash, and then the pork rinds. Put it on your tray and pop it into the air fryer. And we're gonna air fry this at 400 degrees for around 6 minutes. So you can easily have fries on nights that you make up burgers, because this really only takes maybe like 10 minutes to make. It's an easy keto side dish. Another way that you can have avocado is to have a stuffed avocado. And there's many different things that you can stuff inside of an avocado. I've showed you guys how to make an egg in the whole or egg in an avocado and bake that. I've seen it where some people will put like sushi toppings and put it inside an avocado. That's delicious. But today I want to show you how to make a buffalo chicken stuffed avocado. This recipe starts in the skillet. So we're gonna add in some pre-cooked chicken. This is around 2 cups of cooked shredded chicken. And then we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce. And we're gonna simmer this until it's thickened and the mixture has reduced. Remove it from the heat, stir in some lemon juice for a little bit of bite. And then you're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sour cream and 4 ounces of cream cheese. Stir it together until all the cheese is melted. And there's your topping. It's all ready to stuff into your avocado. Sprinkle with some additional cheese and pop it in a 375-degree oven for 10 minutes. Now, since we've made buffalo chicken, I like to garnish it with a little bit of blue cheese. Now, up next is a way that you might have never had thought of avocado, and that's to make avocado crackers or chips. And this recipe is easy. Kids love it too. It reminds me of those wisp crackers that you can get, but they're made with avocado. We're also going to be using a food processor for this recipe. So in here I have 1 avocado. We're going to add 3/4 cups of grated Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon of lime juice, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, some cayenne pepper, and a little bit of salt. Blend that together until it's smooth, and then you're gonna scoop out a little bit and put it on a parchment lined baking tray and smash it down with the back of your spoon. We're gonna bake these in a 325-degree oven for 30 minutes. And now you have some chips. It's a great snack and kids love them too. Plus, this recipe is actually customizable. Play around with different cheeses or flavor combinations. There's so many different things that you can try. Well, I think that was 10 ways that you guys can use avocado on the keto diet. If you guys have any more suggestions or more ways to use avocado, make sure you comment them down below because we'd love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you guys never miss any of my videos. Have a good one. Bye.